Hello, friends, and welcome back to r/IDontWorkHereLady. Our first story about Karen, who gets what she deserves. The second story is about a guy pretending to be the owner's son. And for dessert, the third story of a nice old lady. So, I hope you're ready, and let's get started. Shut down a Karen by being super loud. I left retail a few years ago and noticed a dramatic improvement in my physical and mental health, largely due to the reduced contact with the listless cattle you see in stores. However, it seems that the customer service vibe never completely washes off because I was recently accosted in a liquor store by a woman with a jean jacket and the all-too-familiar haircut we all know and hate. The particular store in question is part of a chain set up like a reduced-size Sam's Club, but the only things they sell are booze and cigars. Great place to blow a paycheck. I got to leave work a little early due to working some extra hours at the beginning of the week, and I was completely fried. The plan was to grab a craft beer I'd never tried and maybe some slightly pricier bourbon and just chill. My work's dress code was flexibly business casual, so I was wearing dress shoes and slacks with a dark polo, which is regrettably similar to the store's uniform. Only some of the associates wore aprons and all of them had the store name embroidered on the polos. I was knelt down near the end of the beer aisle when I overhear a woman talking to her boyfriend one row over. They're trying to find a nitro stout, and they aren't seeing it because the aisle they're in sorts by local beer and the one they want's from out of state, conveniently about 2 shelves over from me. I speak up and wander around the corner to let them know where I saw it, and they thank me and ask if I'd had it before. We chat briefly about 1 or 2 others that we've had that are similar but not as good, and then I went back to my browsing. Then I feel a tap on my shoulder. Karen, excuse me. Me. Sorry, am I in your way? Karen, no, but can you help me find where the brand of whiskey I'd never heard of is? Me, what kind of liquor is that? Karen, I think it's whiskey. Me, okay, do you know if it's bourbon or an Irish whiskey or... Karen, pulling a mock sad face. I don't, sorry. Me, well, the whiskeys are 3 aisles that way with the bourbons on the left and everything else is on the right, unless it's scotch, which is over there. Karen, aren't you going to take me there? Me, sorry, I've got to pick up my own stuff and get home. There should be someone around here who knows the selection a bit better. Karen, I can't believe you won't help me. That's really rude. Me, lady, I don't work here. I just drink a lot. Karen, I want to talk to your manager. At this point, I was yet unseasoned to the ways of the mid-50s entitled boomer trash, so I shook my head and turned around to keep looking for my own stuff. I hear a soft, scorned little gasp behind me and feel the nails digging into my shoulder. Preface. I'm not a well-adjusted individual. I have a family history of untreated conditions, and I was lucky to get out of primary/secondary school with PTSD and all of my teeth. My body autonomy and my personal space are very important to me, and while I'm patient and understanding in almost every other regard, this is one issue that you do not push me with. The split second between feeling her dig in and realize what's going on, my brain's RPMs have buried the needle, and I'm a half-restrained impulse from biting off her manicured princess fingers and gouging out her eyes. I opt instead to take a lesson from our primate cousins and Dragon Ball Z. When crap gets bad, yell to assert your power. Me with a roar so loud it left me hoarse for like 2 days after. Get your hands off me! The store goes dead effing quiet. I grab her hand, wrench it off me, and shove her away with both hands. She stumbles, bumps into a shelf, but doesn't fall over. She's looking at me the way a cow looks at an oncoming train. Eyes saucer-wide in disbelief and incredulity, the fear not quite managing to take hold yet. She opens her mouth to say something that was probably, "How dare you," or something similar, but I'm already frothing at the mouth. Every D&D barbarian player has a rage boner for what my face looks like right now. Me, still screaming and stumbling over my words a bit. Never effing touch me, ever! I will rip your cheap butt in half! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Leave me alone! Every time it looks like she's going to interject, I cut her off with another, "Leave me alone!" By now, management and one of the other associates are booking it over to defuse what they're sure is going to be imminent violence, and by all appearances, they're right. My face is red, my body's shaking, and while I'm not that big of a dude, I'm poised for a fight against a comparatively small woman. Manager, sir, you need to calm down. Me, I am calm. She needs to keep her hands to herself. Karen, he assaulted me. Call the police. Me, not as loud, voice cracking. Go ahead, lady. I'll wait. You started this. Associate. Sir, I need you to come with me. Me. I'm buying my beer and leaving. Check your security tape. She came after me first. Karen, to the manager. I want him fired. Me. I told you, I don't work here. What the F is wrong with you? Manager. Sir, I told you to calm down. Me. Look at this. So I pull my shirt collar over and show them where her nails dug in. There's no blood, but it's pretty obvious the marks are fresh and that I didn't do it to myself. Me. You want to get the cops involved? Fine. Pull the damn tapes and we'll talk about pressing charges. It seems to have dawned on Karen that she might have effed up. She hasn't said anything. There's a crowd watching us at this point. I see at least one cell phone recording. I turn to a random person standing nearby. Me. Did you see what happened? Young guy. Not all of it. I saw her holding you and you push her away. Me. Voice cracking like a teenager's. Thank you. At this point, I grab the six-pack I was looking at and start to leave. Manager. Sir, you need to... Me. I'm leaving. You want to call the cops? I'll wait for you to check the security tapes. But then I'm pressing charges. I walk toward the tills and set my beer on the counter. The attendant at the desk was looking over my shoulder at the manager, but he must have given her the okay because she scans me out and I leave with my beer. I made it about halfway home before I had to pull over and weep. The adrenaline crash hit me super hard and I ugly cried for like 5 minutes until I could get enough composure to drive. I didn't go back to that store for a few months. Either they don't remember me or it was settled after I left. Moral of the story, embrace your inner howler monkey. Don't give them a chance to think or wind up their usual indignant tirade. The best way to deal with crazy is to out crazy. It's how you deal with conspiracy theorists as well. Moon landing deniers? Deny the moon exists at all. Force them on the defensive. And our next story. Having a beer turns me into a bartender, I suppose. Scene. Small pizza place in my hometown. 10-seat bar, 2 high tops, with 2 chairs and a dining room that might hold 10 people. This place tends to fill up with locals quickly. I'm always by myself here, so I don't like to sit at a table. It seems wasteful for a couple that might eat. Anyway, I come here so often that I know everyone that works here by first name. Most of their SOs, kids, parents, etc. I've done some work on the place for them and have a running tab. So, the situation. I'm standing at the end of the bar. There are 1 or 2 bar stools available, but I'm okay standing. Kay, the bartender, walks away to take some orders, get plates, do whatever, and fills the bar before she goes. Enter college D-bag, CD, and 3 D-bag friends sitting/standing around a high top. CD looks right at me. Hey man, over here. Again, small town, and I have a lot of siblings, so I thought maybe he recognized me through some connection or something. Me, walking over with my beer. Hey, what's up? CD, we need 4 Miller Lights and 4 shots of Fireball. Me. Oh, he thinks I work here because I was slightly behind the bar. Let me calmly explain. Oh, sorry, man. CD. Don't hit me with that. Your shift just ended. Bullcrap. My boys want to get tanked. Me. Yeah, man, what I was going to say is I don't work here, but I'll let Kay know when she gets back that you want drinks. CD. So you're not going to get our effing drinks? Me. No. Turn to walk away. CD. Hey, man, is the owner here? Me. I don't think so. CD, yeah, I bet you don't know. My dad owns this place, and you're going to be fired when I tell him you didn't serve paying customers. So at this point, I don't know what this kid's on, because I know a lesbian couple owns and runs this bar, and a friend of mine owns the building, and he's only got 2 daughters by what I go on. Me. Sure, man, you do that. I go back to my spot at the end of the bar. CD, so you're just going to stand there and drink and not serve us? As I finish my beer, I shake my head, yes, just as Kay, the server/bartender, comes back and sees CD and his friends. She goes over and starts her thing. They order the same douche order, and Kay proceeds to card them. As this happens, Kay asks if I want another, and I say yes, and she tells them she'll be right back, gets my beer, and heads back to them. CD hands over 1 ID, so yeah, 4 Miller Lights and 4 Fireballs. Kay. Yeah, you can only order 1 if you only have 1 ID. CD flips out. What the F do you mean? I have an ID so I can order for them. You and your dumbass partner planned this so we couldn't drink. My dad owns this place. I'm getting both you fired tonight. K. Yeah, you're gonna have to leave. CD. What the F? Didn't you hear me? I'm getting you fired. K. Okay. Go outside, make that phone call, and we'll wait here. CD and his friends walk outside, CD still puffing and fuming. I feel bad for his friends because they kind of looked embarrassed and hungry. So we did the only sensible thing we could think of and called and texted the other bars/bartenders not to serve these guys because he was being such a flaming D-bag. He went from knows the owner to my dad owns this place. He couldn't even keep his own lies straight. And our final story for today. Sweet, I don't work here, old lady. First off, I'm tall, 6'4", so it's not unusual for people to ask my help getting things off upper shelves. And in my job, I have to wear a full suit and have had my fair share of Karens thinking I'm a manager or higher, but this just made my day. I'm in the grocery store after work. I have my basket and I'm in the condiment aisle looking at various items. I'm looking on a lower shelf and I hear a throat clear and an excuse me. I turn around and there's a sweet older short woman. She asks me where she can find the dairy section. I tell her, I'm sorry I don't work here, but I think it's on the other side of the store in the back. She immediately apologizes and then says, you look so official and sharp, like men used to always look. I could have sworn you must have been someone important. I thank her, and then she says, my dear, if you could please help me with the hot sauce on the upper shelf, I'd be happy to help you get something on the lower shelves. I couldn't help but laugh out loud. I got her the hot sauce, and she thanked me. We wished each other a nice day and went our way. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.